It's not RC. Adventures in Radio Control.
Hey folks, some of you may be familiar with the Fox sailplane. I had one, I mean had as in past tense. Unfortunately this is all that's left of my beautiful Fox glider. Yeah, the wing kind of fell off at about 1,000 feet up and it came down, and yeah, this one's no good anymore. But I really like the Fox, so, well, let's see, I got myself a new Fox. Look at this little beauty. Obviously it's not as big, but it's a 1.5 meter HobbyKing Fox. It has a fiberglass fuselage, built-up balsa wood wing, and a propeller to make it go. So I'm going to fly this tomorrow. Going to maiden it tomorrow, and we'll see how she goes. But before I toss it into the air for the first time, let's take a quick look at it. Isn't that pretty? The HobbyKing one came with this horrible sort of blue and puke pink color scheme, and I was like, you know what, I'm not flying that. That looks awful. So I came up with this rather nice attractive design. It's I don't know, sort of inspired by the Slip Maniacs carbon long fox, I believe it is. Those guys did some crazy stuff on the fuselage, and I sort of emulated that with my own little version. And then I put some like stripy things on the wings to make it look faster. So there she is, looking all pretty before the maiden flight. Always important to take the photographs before the maiden flight, not afterwards. Anyway, let's go to the field and see how she does. Okay, here we are at the field. Let's give her a try, see if she'll fly.
I'm running a pretty small pack in this. That's a 1.3 amp 3 cell. Hooking up my onboard LiPo alarm so it'll beep when the battery gets low. It's alive! It's alive! Oh yeah. Looks like we're ready to roll here. No turning back now.
Got the dork crown on, yes I do. Yes indeed. So we got ailerons, they do that. Elevator does that. Got really fancy flaps that go really slowly up like that. And that's it really. Oh, and this bit goes around. I think it goes around. Well, see here. See if it actually goes around. Oh yeah, she wants to fly. So what do you think? A powered maiden or just a hand toss with no power?
Both.
See if it's flying, then punch it. Might have something there. Actually, you know what? I should have somebody else toss it for me, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Everyone's flying. Yeah. You mind tossing this for me?
Sure.
It's the maiden flight, so I haven't flown it yet, so
Okay.
if it goes terribly wrong, it's not necessarily your fault. Yeah, I don't know where you get comfortable with it. So
Maybe just a little bit of power for somebody.
alright, I'm actually going to launch without the power, but if you want to feel it, it's a...
Okay, good. That's a good spot.
But,
You could do it without the power?
yeah, well, I might power it up once it's gone, but... That didn't go well. Oh dear. Actually, looks like all I did was break the wing rod though. So. sure didn't go well. Yeah, not enough airspeed on the hand toss, and it just sort of fell out of the air. So it's all right though. It looks like I broke my carbon fiber wing rod, but that's an easy fix. And the motor's got an issue, but we'll try again soon. So there you go. Well. Wow, this really isn't all that bad. Looks like we just busted a wing rod here. Some piece of carbon fiber. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. Because I just happen to keep a nice supply of carbon fiber ready to roll. You never have too much carbon fiber, right? Now look what I got here. Just happened to cut me a piece, placement piece, ready to go. Look at that. So that should fix this up real nice. Good as new. So the other problem we were having was the impact kind of pushed my spinner back against the firewall here, and it was impacting these bolts back here, but I took it off and looked at it. It seems fine, and I just moved it forwards a little bit, and now as you can see it's clearing those bolts very nicely, so that's all fixed, ready to roll. Did have a little crack on here, put a little CA on the top of it, and a little bit of epoxy underneath. That'll be fine. You have ailerons, you have elevator, you have spoilerons, and we have power. Alright. So yeah, I should probably mention I did actually do a more thorough systems check than that, but for the purposes of this video, that'll do. Anyway, there she is, back in one piece, ready to roll. I'm all excited. Let's go fly her some more. Rope. What a cool little that.
Double camera.
Double cameras.
I'm ready to launch it.
Yeah, that might actually be a better way to hold it. See if you can get comfortable feeling that thing, because it just doesn't have a good place to hold it.
Place to grab it, so way back there.
It's right in front of the wing or in the back of the wing, but
I hate grabbing planes behind the wing on the fuselage like that.
Alright, I'm gonna do a power test just so you can feel it. One live now. That works. I believe we're ready. Alright, we're rolling. A bit of wind. Go for it. Whoa. That was a big zoobie. That was kind of exciting. Nah. She's got a whole lot of up trim she needs.
You can't keep up with her. Not yet.
It's flying, look at that. Oh, she's kind of flies like a flux. Expect to do, I guess. Kind of fast. Very twitchy. Oh, she lost a little power. What's going on here? Huh. Interesting. Got no juice. Alright, time to land her, I guess. Come on, baby, come back to me. Well, I guess it's not exactly a close landing, but it'll do. Sweet, it flies. Yeah, the motor cut out on me. I don't know what's up with that. It wasn't beeping or anything, so. Let's go see what's up. What's up?
what's up with the power?
Yeah, it's pulsing. Yeah, it's like so that's full throttle right now. It just cut out. I think I might be over-taxing the speed controller a bit, maybe.
Yeah, that's pretty hot. And the motor's screaming hot too. Jeez. Maybe I gotta rethink my prop selection. Did it all with the motor calc though. It shouldn't be everything was supposed to be in spec.
Pretty hot day.
True. That motor's like really hot though. Well, got a little bit
air
of,
over it. Well,
there's no air in the front, but yeah, there's no air getting over it. You're right. I might have to put a couple holes in the firewall maybe. Yeah, I'm not used to speed controller being that hot. Yeah, I'll put a bigger one in there maybe.
So I've been doing a little bit of work on the Fox here, trying to get her a little bit more ship shape. First thing I addressed was the motor was getting really hot, so I've drilled some extra holes in the nose here. Hopefully that'll kind of keep her a little cooler. Left here. Got a lot more ventilation, but hopefully that'll make some difference. I also made these little side holes a little bigger too, so hopefully that'll help. We'll see. And I've also I got rid of the speed controller, put in a new brand spanking new focus. Come on, baby. There we go. Brand spanking new Turnigy Plush 30 amp. Seems a lot happier with that in there, so it's not cutting out like it was. So hopefully that'll work better.
Here we come, Roger.
Alright, gonna give it a power up test so you can feel it.
It's kind of hard to see from these shots. I was using the wide-angle GoPro attached to my head. I like to call it my dork crown. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of tough to see what's going on with the plane. But I can say it's really aerobatic. It's pretty fast. Mostly, I just like to use the motor to get up there. You know, I get 400 or 500 feet up there, shut the motor down, propeller folds, put her in a dive, get some airspeed going, and then just go nuts, loop the loop, rolls, all that good stuff, flying inverted. I don't know, just goofing around with the thing basically. It's not a very serious airplane. I'm just sort of tossing it around the sky, having fun. I suppose with the right setup this could be considered a hot liner. Mine is definitely more of a warm liner. It's not crazy fast, but it moves pretty good. It's got a little bit of a subtle whistle as she goes by. I like that. If you check this airplane out on the forums, you'll probably read about a couple of issues with the airframe. One of them is the wing rod is a little on the weak side. You might want to replace that with a slightly stiffer, stronger carbon fiber rod. The other is the horizontal stabilizer. Is the angle of attack on that is angled up too much. There's an easy fix for making that level. You just carve a little slot in the rudder there and change it by 3 or 4 millimeters, and it flies much nicer. But yeah, easy fixes, no big deal.
Okay. Alright, I gotta land too, so maybe I'll join you. I'll probably land back here. I don't know what I'm doing. That is true. Landing! Landing! Sweet. Oh, that was fun. Fox seems to fly pretty good. Oh yeah. There we go. Sweet. So let's see how she did this time. So speed controller is
barely warm at all. That's much better. See how the air holes, my new air holes. Yeah, that motor is not even really warm. That's perfect. Alright, got that figured out. Alrighty, pretty happy with this. Looks like I got it sorted out. CG's still a little bit off. It's a little bit nose heavy. But I'll get that sorted. It's a great little plane. It's aerobatic as all hell. Flies good. It's light, so it's not a brick like some of my other gliders. And pretty happy with her, so there you go.
Now, I picked this up from HobbyKing in the the summer of 2013. Now, of course, by the time I get around to actually making this video, HobbyKing no longer sells the darn thing. I did, however, find it on this other website, rhobbies.com. They seem to carry. It looks like almost the exact same thing. It's a slightly different color, which is a good thing, I suppose. And you can get it there right now. You know, if you're watching this video a couple of years from now, you're going to have to go surfing and see if you can find it and see if it's still available. But right now, yeah, it's available at rhobbies.com. Anyway, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this. See you next time. Bye.